Hello, Michael here. This is a public service announcement for buyers, sellers, loan officers, lenders, realtors, escrow company, attorneys, and the subject is wire fraud. And this is coming up now because I just got this weird email, and I'll show you in a second what I felt was weird about it, and the work I did to verify that it was fake, fraudulent, and what you should do to protect yourselves. But if you're busy and you get a lot of emails and you don't spend the time or notice some of the weird things, or maybe this is sent to a buyer and they don't even check, it could cost somebody thousands or hundreds of thousands of dollars in a deposit. So before I get into detail, just if you're sending money to anybody, especially in a real estate transaction, verify directly who you're sending it to. And don't just go off of the phone numbers, or email addresses that you receive. Independently, make sure you know who you're talking to. So you don't lose it and you don't send it somewhere else. So let me just do this thing because I forgot to do something. This is actually the second time I'm doing this. The first time I forgot to do a video, but sorry, I forgot to do sound. Just copy this so I have to save time later. And just to make a point. Anyway, so I got this email to my work email. First, I didn't recognize it. Signed commission instructions. We're not representing any buyers or sellers, so we wouldn't have any. An escrow number I don't recognize. First American is a company we work with, but I don't recognize Kelly or anything here. And some people who may not be looking at the details may have just said, "Oh, I got a secure email. Let me just click on that link and open the attachment and do what it says," right? But let's check out some things that are red flags that cause me to, first off, check it out. So again, escrow number, I don't recognize it. The email with wiring instructions for First American came from a realtor's office. I don't recognize them either. And then another weird thing is at the bottom, it has this weird commercial real estate services. Well, I don't know who they are. Like, they're in Vegas, escrows in California. And also Kelly says senior commercial escrow officer. So I don't have any commercial deals going on. So all these things, I'm like, okay, maybe I should check it out. But if you're a buyer and your loan officer or realtor didn't tell you, or attorney, escrow didn't tell you, verify everything before you do anything. Even if we email you something, call us, verify it over the phone. So first thing I did was I checked First American's website. Is that a real office? And I did this already, but let me just do that. And sure enough, yeah, it's a real office, right? The phone number is the same, the address is the same, the fax number is the same, commercial services is all the same. Cool, right? So I did search my email for this escrow number, didn't have it. Search for Kelly's name, didn't have it. Real estate company, didn't have it. These weird Ron McMenemy, whatever, I don't even know how you pronounce that, didn't have it, right? So escrow, it's legit, right? They're First American, but why would they send an email? I checked out Ron McMen, I can't even say it. It's a sus website, I don't know why they would be on the body of an email from a real estate company or even from a closing agent. I don't know. There's no spelling errors or anything like that, but it's a WordPress website, and whoever did it didn't change their default icon, which is not expected. But if you're going to put money if you have a business, you want to make sure you have maybe your icon for that. So I don't know. Clicked around here. No real red flags with this company other than why would they, be on that email? And do they even have listings? I don't even know how old this is. Details. Let's see. Okay, maybe someone should call Ron. That looks familiar. I think I may have had a fraudulent email. Someone using him. Okay, look at this. Updated 2020. This is not. Looked at the real estate people, Geiger Realtors. They are apparently a real company. Apparently, they have a website. Doesn't mean they're real, but yeah, I don't know. Maybe they could be real, but they're, I checked out the zip area code. They're in Wisconsin, and no relation to any real estate transaction in California or North Carolina where I am. So I'm like, why would they have that, right? So I went back to First American website. I have it typed over for a reason. I was showing you what it could be. But I called them directly, and apparently I was not the first person to call them today. They received other calls about the same thing. And even some of them had a different person in the from, so it actually looked like it was from First American. And this is a real person, right? Kelly's a real person. And so you get a lot of fraud, but you have to do your due diligence. And like before you click on links, like you just hover over it, right? You look at the bottom of the screen right here, you can see the URL. What is that? Abshurton.buzz. Nobody would have that for their email. It says secured by proof point encryption. I didn't even bother checking who that is or what. Copyright is through 2021. So I don't even know. That could be a legit company, but this is not a legit link. So I called them, and yeah, straight up it's fraud, but be careful. Everything you get, double check. It looks like it could be real. Click on the links in the email, and maybe someone has, instead of firstam.com, which is what this is, I typed in the N just to copy paste, but type in firstam, and maybe you're not looking closely enough and you think it's firstam, and maybe they did a quick, website copy, which is really easy to do. I mean, you go to, view page source, you can just select all, copy, and put into a text editor and just upload it, and you probably have a website that looks exactly the same. Maybe change some of the URLs, but this could have cost somebody a lot of money. I could have clicked on it, and who knows what would have happened. I'm not going to do it, but check it. Check yourself, make sure you're doing the right thing. And again, if you're sending money anywhere, especially a real estate transaction, double, triple, quadruple check everything. Eat your green M&Ms. Those are the triples, right? Just make sure. Round all the bases. Is that a good analogy? No, definitely that's terrible. But protect yourself, seriously. Someone could have sent money to the wrong place, given their personal information, and been exposed. And how did these people get my information? Well, I mean, probably everywhere. But if you're on social media and, if you're buying a house, you're a realtor or anyone, and you have clients and you're closing, don't post their names, don't post the addresses online. Someone could easily find out what you're buying, who the agent is, what the property address is. They can look up and see who the closing agent that the agent uses. And yeah, you'll have the buyer's names, find their email addresses, the closing agent, the realtor, and you can doctor anything to make it look like it's from the people you think it's from. If you're sending emails and you're not careful who you send things to, they'll get into your email as well and just get some personal information. But data is there, it's out there. You can research people and find out who you are and what you're doing, where you live, and where you're buying. Someone posted something in a group today. They didn't say where they were, in the group I moderate for. And I was just trying to figure out maybe just where that person lived, just see what state. And just by looking at a couple pictures, there was a photo of them in a restaurant. There's a poster on the wall. And I Googled a partial name of something. It looked like it was a concert in some auditorium. The first three letters of the auditorium name, I typed it in, boom, it popped up as a venue in Tennessee. And I'm sure if I spent a few more minutes, I could have figured out more details about the place and the person. So social media, careful what you share, nothing personal or identifying, because people can find out everything. So be careful and don't lose your lunch.